Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video, as you can see, I'm back in Dynamic Ship Simulator 3. Still a tongue twister, but if you remember from my last videos about this game, the first video I made was on the DSS2 Amphion, the second video I made was on the DSS2 Hydrofoil, the third video I made was on the DSS2 LNG Carrier, the fourth video I made was on the DSS2 Type U-Boat, and this video is going to be on the DSS2 Visby. Now, if we go into customize, there's two things I have to show you, the boat and another boat that is related to this. If we go over here, there's actually the Visby class corvette on here, which is 600,000 credits, goes 28.4 knots, no income because it's a military boat. This boat that you get from this Game Pass is actually the exact same thing. It's got the exact same stats and everything. It's just, not as detailed. I haven't used this boat much. I don't actually own the version, the third version. But yeah, this is the DSS2 version of it. Definitely not as detailed or as cool looking, but it's still cool nonetheless. We have the DSS2 Visby. As you can see, 28.4 knots. It looks the exact same, the other one just has some better coloring and more details on it. But yeah, let's just take a look at this boat. So if we go into spawn, if you did not know, you can only spawn these boats at port 2. You cannot spawn them at any other port, just in case you thought that you got scammed. You can actually only spawn them at port 2. So here we go. This is the review of the DSS2 Visby. Once this actually loads. Alright. So, as you can see, looks pretty nice. But this is the inside. We've got a nice captain's chair. We've got two chairs for, I'm assuming, privates or any other people who are high-ranking in the military. We've got some cool gadgets and gizmos right here. And then we come down through this hallway. And we land at the bottom of the stairwell. You've just got some empty space here and some empty space over there. You've got a door right here that leads outside, and another door out here which leads outside. You've also got the same on the other side. Now if you head through this door back here, it takes us into another hallway, and if we go through here, you've got a empty room. But if we go through here, you've got a room full of ammunition. You've got, I'm assuming, if you go 4 times 4, 16, 16 times 4, I think like 56 or something like that. And this door back here, you can't actually go out of it. But to check out the back, I went through this route. And you can get to the back here. I'm assuming this is just for like helicopters, though regular players don't actually have access to these. But the outside of this boat looks pretty cool. You've just got some radar masts and stuff in the front. And then if you come up to the very front here, this is actually the cannon. You may not actually see it, but when you equip the cannon, you can actually look inside. It opens up, and then there's a cannon. See, right there. You open up, and you equip it, and it opens up, and a cannon comes out. And I'm pretty sure that's the only weapon on this boat. But that's the exterior. Overall, I think the exterior of this boat looks very, very nice. I really like the exterior of this boat. The interior is also really nice and pretty detailed, except for the rooms downstairs. But if we go full reverse here, goes pretty fast, 8.3 knots in reverse. I'm pretty sure it goes 28.4 knots going full throttle at going forward. Looks pretty nice. I wonder what these doors are for. I'm assuming there's just nothing back here, so that's why this door doesn't work. At least that's what I'm assuming. But if we go back, this boat is pretty nice. It looks pretty nice in my opinion. It doesn't look wacky. It looks, it looks kind of menacing. But if we set our marker for Halloween, right there, 1.88 nautical miles away, I will show you the full speed of this vessel. Turn on our navigation lights and the lights. The acceleration of this vessel is extremely good. The turning of this vessel is also really nice. I'll also show you the brakes on this vessel. Well, it doesn't have brakes because it's not a car, but we can just come through here. You can see hobbling in the distance. But that's the full speed of this vessel, pretty fast. Now, if we lock our vessel here, and we go and turn on, not fleets, but PvP, wait for this to go, and then I'll show you the weapons on this boat. Alright, so the first one is a cannon, and if we open it up, look at that. It looks really nice. The cannon follows your cursor, so you just move it around. It looks very nice in my opinion. It is a bit slow, but nonetheless, it's really cool. Let's just see that closing animation. And then I'll show you the opening animation again. It looks very nice. We just close the cannon. Yep, looks really nice, just like I told you. And then back here is the Noisemakers. And if you did not know, the Noisemakers, what they do is you click them, and then missiles and torpedoes that are going at your ship will actually go towards the Noisemakers instead. You know, just protect your ship from some damage. That way, you don't sink. You can carry 15 of those on this vessel, and your gun has 150 bullets in it. Now, if we keep going and turn off PvP so that way I don't get sunk, I'll turn it off right there and keep heading towards our marker. I will show you the shipyard. And if you did not know, what a shipyard does is it basically just allows you to rearm your ship. So I'll mark the shipyard here, right there. And if I go, I'm going at full speed, which is pretty fast, though it just doesn't look like it, but it's actually pretty fast on the map. But if we just go through here, and when you use ammo or noisemakers or torpedoes or missiles or anything on your boat, the shipyard is where you go to, where you pay credits, and it rearms your ship, and so you have full ammo again. So you can just keep firing your weapons, so that way you don't have to completely buy a new ship and you can't use PvP much because you run out of ammo and then you don't have anything to fire with. It doesn't cost too much, though I wouldn't expect it to cost too much, because if you're a newer player, I don't expect you to have a military ship yet, because these cost, I'm pretty sure the cheapest one's like 320,000 credits, and by that point you should be able to pay the amount that you need for rearming your ship, which is only a couple thousand credits. So, but if you buy, if you buy the DS2 ship Game Pass or any other Game Pass that gives a military ship, then you're gonna have to pay the price for it. But here's the shipyard, and yeah, overall, I think this vessel is very nice. I'm pretty sure the actual what's it called? The actual Visby class corvette that is for this version of the game, even it does cost 600,000 credits, but I think it does have more weapons than this. I'm quite glad that they made it so that way you can't just pay Robux to get better stuff. So that way you can only use the gun on this, so that way it doesn't become pay to win. I'm very glad that they did that. But overall, I think this is a pretty nice vessel. For what you get, I would probably rate this or a 9 or a 10 out of 10. It's just a really nice vessel overall. I can't really find anything bad about it. Even if you don't have as much detailing, or even if you don't have as much weapons as the normal one, I find that to be perfectly fine, and I actually quite like that they did that. So that way you can't just pay Robux to win battles against people, because that would just be unfair and that would ruin the fun for everyone. So I'm very glad that they did that. I'm also quite happy about the detailing on the ship. Doesn't have too much detailing, but it's not overwhelming. I think you definitely get what you pay for with this. Overall, I think the ship is definitely worth it for this Game Pass. Like, it's probably one of the most worthwhile ships for this Game Pass. Like, it's like one of the ships that you should definitely consider buying, or Game Pass that you should consider buying. But yeah, I will lock my ship here so that I don't crash. A quick, good tip to learn is if you lock your ship and you crash, it doesn't deal any damage. That's pretty good. But there's a guy on fire over there. But overall, other than that, I think that this ship is worth it. And just for some quick end notes, I started a Roblox group. I will leave a link to it in the description below. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.